Hi guys, thanks for tuning in to this car tech video. In this video we're going to be taking a little look at the features of the iCarsoft POR version 2.0 kit. Now this is a Porsche Cayenne that we're in right now. It's a 2013 Porsche Cayenne, and this car does actually have a little bit of a fault at the moment, so we'll look at that with this tool and look at the other functions and features that the tool has as well. So at the minute, you can pick this up at Diagnostic World. It's www.diagnostic-world.com. I'm going to put a link to this kit in the description below this video. So we have the tool plugged into the diagnostic port. One end of the cable is plugged in right there. The other end is plugged in underneath the steering wheel, but before we get to the pedals. And that's what gives it its power. So it gets its power from the actual vehicle. So what we're going to do is, first of all, I'm going to show you, well, we'll go through all of these menu systems so you can get a greater idea of what the tool is all about and how it's used. It's not a touch screen. You need to toggle around all of the menu options with the buttons. So first of all, what I think we'll do is we'll go in and we'll see if we can diagnose this little fault here. Well, I've already diagnosed the fault, so I know exactly where to go and what to do. But just for the purposes of the video, I'll show you how we would go ahead and do that. So we'll go through and select our vehicle. Obviously it covers a wider range of Porsche cars as well, but we are in a Porsche Cayenne 92A from 2011 onwards. And we're going to manually select the system in which we wish to diagnose. So in this case, it's going to be PSM, Porsche Stability Management. That's their way of saying ABS system. So we'll click on enter. Click on to read DTCs, which is diagnostic trouble codes. Now it's giving us a strange link error there, which is not normally what we'd see. Let me just see if we get any read DTCs. Ah, here we go. Momentarily had a little bit of a blip there, but in any case, so we've got the fault code here. So we've got a front left RPM sensor and front left speed sensor. So it's giving us two faults, both relating to the front left ABS sensor, which we did know about, and we are currently awaiting a new part so we can actually fit that and then get all of the faults. Once we've basically come into fixing the part, we just click on to clear DTCs, and that will get rid of all of the warning lights from the dashboard and the fault codes from the diagnostic tool itself. So that's how you would diagnose, say for example, a PSM fault. DME is the engine, Tiptronic, gearbox, airbags, instrument clusters. You know, I'll go through now and show you all of the systems. It's telling us it's 6 of 41. So these are basically all of the systems that it will allow you to diagnose, read codes from, and reset should it be necessary. Okay, so those are the systems that it will cover. Now, what we'll do is we'll go back to the home screen and we'll have a look at some of the other options on the screen here. So we're going to look at the service option, and the service option is basically special functions that the tool will have, special functions and features. So we've got service. Click on that, and it's telling us it's going to allow us to do an oil service reset, electronic park and brake, battery management system, ETC, steering angle sensor, DPF. Two things which are actually missing from this tool is the injector coding and also the ABS brake bleeding. That's because this tool actually needs an update. So once it's updated, these options will be on the screen here. But these should speak for themselves. So we've got oil service reset. When you've got a maintenance message to say that the car needs a service, you can reset those. Electronic park and brake, which will open and close the calipers if you do have electronic calipers on your vehicle. New battery registration, so these are stop-start vehicles, and when you put a new battery in, an AGM type battery, you are required to actually register that vehicle to the vehicle to make it work properly. Electronic throttle control, steering angle sensor, and DPF regeneration and reset. So they are quite very useful options to have in a scan tool. This voltage option just gives us current battery voltage. So it gives us maximum from this particular test, a minimum from this particular test, and also live data, which is going to be pretty impossible to read that, but you get a good idea of where the battery is with this little option here. And then we can click on to OBD2 and OBD. This is a really good little option to have, actually, because let's say, for example, you really bought this tool for a Porsche Cayenne or any other Porsche, but you also have maybe a Mercedes in your family or your group of friends, and you maybe want to diagnose an engine fault in that. This option here will allow you to diagnose an engine fault in any other vehicle. So it doesn't matter what you've got, a Ford, an Audi, VW, Mercedes, BMW. Use this option, but the trouble with this is it'll only give you engine fault codes. It won't give you the ability to, say for example, read an ABS fault like we've just done. So that's that option, a good little feature to have. Then we've got review, and this just basically, if say for example you were looking at live data, it gives you the option to record live data, and pressing this option will allow you to review the live data back. Diagnostic trouble code lookup, so this has just basically a library installed of any fault codes. So let's say for example we put a P0300 in, click enter, it's telling us it's a misfire. If we put P301, it's probably going to tell us a cylinder 1, yeah. So that's, I mean, that's just my experience, and that I know what each fault is. So that's quite handy to have if you wanted to double check on a fault code. Then we've got a setup of the tool. You've got your languages, German, Dutch, French, Spanish. And then we've got unit of measure, metric or imperial. Buzzer, you can put a buzzer on, so it beeps every time you press a key, which is really quite annoying actually. A log of what we've done, and you can clear all of the data on the tool, and you can reset the factory. So that's that. Help just gives you a little bit of information about what is OBD, OBD2 modes, vehicle coverage, etc. So just a little bit of information, and then about gives you the serial number, passwords, firmware packages, and software versions. So that's really in a nutshell what the POR version 2.0 kit will do. As I say, it's a really handy tool if you are looking to maybe diagnose your own Porsche, or you want to just, you know, have a health check tool on hand at any one time, just to make sure that your car is in good health. I'd certainly recommend having one. For the Cayenne, in any case, I would say, well, it's probably safe for any car from say 2009, 2010 onwards. I'd probably recommend going for the Porsche POR 2.0 kit. There is also a 1.0 kit, which I'll be doing an equal video on. The two kit has functions that are applicable to the newer vehicles from say 2010-11 onwards, I suppose. So if you've got a 10-11 onwards Porsche, then I'd recommend going for this one. If you've got something like, I don't know, a 2005, 6, 7 Porsche, then I'd certainly recommend going for the 1.0 kit, but look out for the video that I'm going to do on this one as well. So that's it for now. I hope it's maybe giving you some information on what this tool will do, and don't forget, of course, I mentioned that an update will put on the injector coding and the ABS brake bleeding as well. So the tool is available at Diagnostic World. It's www.diagnostic-world.com, and I will put a link to this kit in the description below this video, so it can take you straight to the product and you can have a better look at what's going on there.